dreamers, and welcome back to Perla's Dreams. Sagittarius, Capricorn, Cusp. These are general readings, so only take whatever resonates, and please leave the rest. You guys are being called this month to put your house in order. Cross all your T's, double check everything, make sure that everything is in order. Now, there is this space where you guys have been working you guys have been working towards manifesting something. This is something that you guys have kept in the hush hush. I feel that only you and those beyond the graves know what it is that you're doing, and I'm being completely honest. Whether I don't know, this seems like a huge uh this seems like a huge leap. Whether it is that you're purchasing, I don't want to say necessarily like a house. I'm picking up more of like purchasing land, purchasing land, and it may be a house, it may be a car, maybe it doesn't have to be as huge as a land, but that is like the aspect of how it's being presented to me, right? Something huge, something majestic, something that you kind of want to keep in the hush until it's manifested. I remember when I bought my house, it's been a year now. No, it's going to be a year now in March. Um, when I bought my first house, and I didn't tell anybody what I was doing. And the day of my closing, when I closed on the house, was the day that I went and I picked up my parents and I brought them to the house to show them the house. And they were just they could, when we first pulled up, they were looking at me like a little like, what are we doing here? And I'm like, I just bought this house. And my father, like, his jaw dropped. He was like, what? And my mom was like, what? Like, yeah, I just bought a house. Um, so it's something like that. There's this element of excitement, and I'm not gonna lie, like throughout the entire process I was dying to tell people, I was dying to like wanting to share it, and the only people that knew were spiritual mentors that I work with, that knew to an extent what I wanted, and were helping me when it came to manifestation when it comes to it. And if you've seen any of my videos, you would know like my story as far as like when I used to work, when I was pulled out of work for a disability and all of this other stuff. So buying a house was something that really I didn't think was in the cards for me. And when I had spoken about it years ago to people, the first thing that they would tell me is like there was no way that was going to be possible because I had no actual stream of income, right? Like I didn't have a 9 to 5 or anything like that. And therefore when spirit put into me like we're buying a house in 2024, and I was like, okay, we're buying a house in 2024, I went ahead and I moved forward with it. And that's kind of like what you're being asked to do during this time, whatever it is. It's like, you know what, get your house in order, as far as like making sure that you know who it is that you are confiding in, make sure who it is that you are connecting, who it is that you are allowing to be like who it is that you're given the privilege to be a part of what it is that you're creating. And trust me, when you review release this, well, I was gonna say review, when you release this to the world, when you show it to the world, when you show it to those around you, yeah, they're gonna be happy, they're gonna be excited, but you're also going to notice those that have never really been rooting for you, right? And that's the beauty in everything, right? We learn that not everyone can be happy for what we achieve, and the main reason for that is because there's something within themselves that they're lacking. So if you look at it from this point of view, like people that compliment other people are usually people that are like, when you're genuinely complimenting someone, let's put it that way, you're genuinely comfortable with yourself, you're genuinely comfortable and happy with who you are. So extending a compliment to someone else doesn't seem like you're taking away from yourself, right? So why am I saying all of this? Well, I'm saying all of this because again, you've been working behind the curtain. You've been keeping things on the low. And as these things, like, whether it is a business, whether it's career move, whether some of you are back in school and haven't told anybody, and like people are gonna find out when you post that you graduated with your master's in something, and people are gonna be like, when the heck were you in school? Like, you've been working, you've been doing this, but you've never posted, like, not once that you were in school, right? And it's like, is this pride that you're taking in what it is that you are accomplishing? And it's almost kind of like it has to be guarded, it has to be protected, and that's why you've been keeping it in the hush hush. So this keeping your house in order, it's like, again, be very careful who it is that you are inviting into your space. Who is it that you are inviting to take part of your celebrations? And as far as it comes to like who it is that you are inviting, even if that is, if you choose to invite somebody to the planning stages of something, um yeah, you want to keep a clean house, you want all of this, but that's not it. Like, we're talking more of like a spiritual sense, keeping up house type of energy for you guys, where you have noticed the changes that when you keep things under wrap, right? You tend to see it through. You tend to see the manifestation of it a lot quicker. Now, there are certain, like, there's also this discernment that you're coming into, that there are certain things that are meant to be shared because the collective energy, right, of whether your family, your friends, or whatever, is what is helping this manifest a lot faster. And then there are other things that are strictly, I want to call sacred, that are between you and spirit. And the only two people that, like, the only two energies that need to know about what is going on behind that curtain is you and spirit, because this is something that spirit has put in your heart, has led you to this path, if that makes any sense. But it's beautiful. Just make sure, again, it's this entire energy of keeping your house in order when it comes to like your spiritual house, keeping that in order. But there are beautiful things that you have been working on that it's almost kind of like you're at the finish line. It's like, if, like, when was it? I think it was 2023. I ran my first half marathon, and it's like when you're getting to like that finish line, when you see the finish line, or when you run, like when you run a 5K or whatever it is, like you see that finish line, and it's like you can see it, and it's like every single step that is getting you closer to it. It seems like it takes like forever, right? Like, but it's like you can see the finish line and you're just right there. Just you have like a few more steps to cross that finish line. All right, so let's go ahead and let's pull out an oracle card as your final message. What is the oracle card? One, Spirit. All right. Let's see. I'm not taking all of those cards. Sorry, it's like I keep on asking for like one card and I keep getting like multiple for you guys. Oops, I just moved everything. I apologize, guys. I just need one card, Spirit. Hold on, let me just readjust a little bit here. Just one card. If not, I'll change deck. All right. I'm not, you see, I don't got time for this. Not even with Spirit. Like, let's go. I want one card. All right, because I was like, as soon as I said one card on changing deck, the card flew out. It says, you are very close to achieving your goals. I'm like, nah, come on. We got to get this. Either we get it from this deck or we're moving on to the next one. And the deck is like, no, I'm here. I'll give you just one card. All right, let's see. Um, so the word gibbous means bulging because it's the gibbous moon. What a descriptive word, right? And pulling this card at any time of the month suggests that a situation you're asking about is bulging with possibility and coming to a peak. But this isn't an ending card with a neat yes or no answer. Rather, you're being reminded that some adjustments may be yet required before you get what you want. Though you're certainly on the right track, which is hopefully reassuring for you. However, there is also a sense that this situation is a bit tense. So don't push too hard. One false move and the whole thing could blow. So again, this is this energy of like keeping your house in order when it comes to like your spiritual house, because again, you have been putting in the work towards this situation. You've been putting in the work towards the house, towards the relationship, towards the school, whatever it is. So just wait until you cross that finish line before you make an announcement, before you make it known to others. Well, guys, that is all that I have for you at this moment in time. As always, thank you for all your love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. And if you haven't done so, go ahead and do so. We would love to have you. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Take care. Love you all. Mwah. Bye-bye.